How are you? Hope you're fine. This is the Shy Yeti Show.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Good luck, studio.
Oh, it's the Shy Life Podcast.
Oh, there's going to be some drama ahead.
All I wanted was a pie, and then I hatched out of an egg.
Okay, bring the mic over. He's ready to record.
I see your mental condition is improving.
Is it metaphorical? Is it deep? Is it deep?
Boy, he's not all that shy is right.
Blimey, Governor. It's the Shy Life Podcast.
Quack, quack, quack.
Excellent. 67. 67.
Bonjour et bienvenue au podcast Mylo.
Hello and welcome to yet another episode of the Shy Life Podcast with me, Paul the Shy Yeti. How you doing? I'm alright. So what's this episode going to be about? Well, I'm embarking on a very short journey from my flat to Weybridge, the next stop down. I've got to post a letter and there's a post box right by the station. So I thought I'd do that, and also hopefully I'll pick up a coffee. There's a nice coffee stall there. That's if it's still open. It's after 4 o'clock. I don't know when they close. Anyway, why am I doing that? Well, I'm going down for another reason, because I received a mysterious text message from Yeti Uncle John. Apparently he wants a word, and it's very, very, very top secret. Yeah, I don't know what it means either, but anyway, why we couldn't have talked about it in the Magpie Hut, I really don't know. But anyway, so I'm heading to Weybridge for a top secret assignation. Okay, run that theme music.
Darling, it's the Shy Life Podcast.
Yes, but it's a positive thing, Paul. The high life, the shy life.
You won't find a cast of characters like this everywhere.
I'll go anywhere but potato.
Delicious.
Hello, campers. How are you? You quite like a big bang, don't you?
Oh, yippee.
Go Shy Yeti.
Oh, and he hasn't found out my secret. I think he has.
I love the Yeti test. It's my favorite thing.
If you thought that was bad, just listen to this.
Yeah, I'm strangely drawn to Yeti Uncle John's ankles as well.
I could eat my body weight in crisps every day.
Has anyone seen my hot sausage?
It's all gooey and juicy and yum, 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 yum.
Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait for it to begin.
It's the Shy Life Podcast.
I like that, yeah.
Look, mommy, I'm famous.
Marvellous. Marvellous, Paul.
Hi there.
Okay, listeners, well, Weybridge is very close and we're almost there. In fact, we'll be arriving in just a second. I don't know if Yeti Uncle John's here yet or whether he'll be arriving. I don't know anything really. Anyway, maybe I'll go and post this letter and see if there's a coffee available and go and sit on the... He's told me to be on a particular bench on the station, and he also told me to wear sunglasses. And I've got quite a few pairs of sunglasses around the house, but actually Toby he gifted me a pair that he didn't like, which are actually quite nice. So I'm wearing those. Also top secret. I'm almost excited. Anyway, I've got to get off now. So dear, oh dear. I wonder what's going on. So, here I am on Weybridge Station. No sign of Yeti Uncle John. Hi listeners, yes, just in the lift, heading up to go and post this letter. I can see the cafe is open, so that is a good thing. No sign of Yeti Uncle John yet, but yes, Okay. Post this letter. Right. By the post box. Should catch the last post today, or the last and only post. There we go. Now I've just got to go and get my coffee. Yeah, I'm actually here a little bit earlier than the assigned time given to me by Yeti Uncle John. So, it's actually quite a nice sunny day. Yeah, actually nice to be out in the sun. But, yeah, I've got to get down to that cafe before it closes though. Can I have a large vanilla latte, please? Thanks. Where is he? Where is that Yeti? It's quite busy. It's quite busy at the moment. I guess it's it's actually Friday afternoon and it's near sort of the end of the day. I guess other times of the day the station's pretty quiet and wanted to meet when there were people about, I suppose. Train's just come in on the other side, but I don't see why he'd been coming in from London. Well, I don't know. I don't know what he's been up to, do I? Yeti Uncle John. He's a man of mystery. There isn't another train due on this platform any minute, so whether he'll be on that, I don't know.
Are you ready to go in there? Oh, trust me. Are you ready to go in there? You get something in there? Ed, will you edit?
Here comes a train now. Wonder if he'll be on this one. Oh dear, oh dear. Oh, by the way, listeners, as you might imagine, we do have some other bits and pieces for you to listen to during this episode, because I don't really know quite how much Yeti Uncle John will be able to share with me as recorded, although, well, he kind of indicated that it would be okay. Well, he didn't say not to, so I guess I'll record it. It's a bit naughty, but unless he says don't record, I mean, I'm a podcaster. What am I meant to do? Not record? No, not unless he says please don't record. In which case there'll be lots of clips in this episode, which there probably will be anyway, or at least some. Oh, just a minute. It's Yeti Uncle John. Yeti Uncle John? Oh, Paul, there you are. Why are you hiding in the waiting room? Well, why not, eh? Why not? Paul, we need to talk. Yes, I know. I'm not sure that this waiting room is the best place. People keep coming in to charge their phones up. There's a plug over there, and if they're not plugging their phones in, they're just coming in and sitting down, for goodness sake. Yes, all right, I do need to speak to you. Let's find somewhere a little bit more pokey. Go and sit on one of the benches with a coffee or something. Another coffee? Gosh. Okay. Yeah, it's okay. I have a device. You have a device? Yes. I have a cone of silence. A cone of silence. Yes, it means that we can talk and won't be overheard. Yeah, I know what a cone of silence is. You've nicked that idea off Get Smart. Yes, maybe I have. still, that's a TV show from over 50 years ago. Come on, I suppose it is, yes. Yeah, I mean, if you can't nick an idea off a show that's half a century old, then when can you? I really don't think that anyone's going to come chasing after me for copyright reasons. Maybe you're right. I'm just very interested to know what you have to tell me. Really. This is bad. It's really bad. I mean, it just really involved me. I mean, it's not me doing something bad. Well, that'll be a change then. Thank you very much. Come on then. Let's go and sort you out with the coffee and, we'll go and sit under the cone of silence. Won't people notice? Oh, I don't think so. People don't tend to notice when you're under a cone of silence. Do they not? No. Well, the magpies never seem to. Yeah. Where did you get this cone of silence? Oh, I see it. Is that what's in your bag? Yes, Paul, but it folds out. It'll be bigger. Okay. Where did you get it from? Oh, just eBay. I think it still works. I think so. Well, anyway, people passing by will hear no more than a whisper. Okay, all right. Listeners, it might be a good time for you to listen to something else whilst I sort this Yeti Uncle John out and we find somewhere to sit. And to sit under the cone of silence. No copyright intentionally infringed. You don't need to tell them that, Paul. How many of them will even have seen Get Smart? Some. Toppy would have done. Some others. Well, maybe the American audience. Are you sure you don't mind me recording this? I was just saying this to the listeners earlier. If it's secret, you may not want me to discuss it. Oh, Paul, well, this is the quandary of podcasting, isn't it? As much as it is secret and cannot be shared, if it's not, then, well, where's the fun in that, eh? I mean, that's the whole point of podcasting. Listening into secrets, stories, things. Yeah, I guess so. Well, I was kind of hoping you'd let me record. Of course, Paul, well, the whole matter may be top secret, but it won't be just you and I under the cone of silence. It'll be the listeners too. And they'll all be sworn to secrecy. Oh well, if you put it like that, then fine. Listeners, when we return, you too will be under the cone of silence. So yes, you must respect anything that Yeti Uncle John tells us. It's all, under podcasting rules. Don't go spreading it around. It might be something that is very sensitive and difficult to deal with. So please, just keep it under your hat. Keep it under your cone of silence. Yes, I guess so. Look, listeners, we'll be back in a moment. Have a listen to something else first. All right? Yeah. Blimey, Paul, you're not going to believe any of what I'm going to tell you. But, oh dear. I just need your advice. I need to know what you think. All right, well, the listeners will be there too, so they may be able to advise as well. Oh, I do hope so. I really do. Hello, Ozzy. Are you there? It's me, Paul the Shy Yeti. How are you doing? Oh, hello, quack, quack, quack. How are you? I'm good. Oh, it's good to hear from you. How is everything back in the Shy Life podcast land? It's fine, yes. Things are ticking along. Plenty of plot lines going on. I just wondered how you were doing. You're in Bulgaria now, I hear. I am in Bulgaria, yes, quack, quack, quack. It's quite the place. I've never seen such a place full of talking bears. Yes. Who even knew that Bulgaria existed? In the middle of Europe somewhere. Quack, quack, quack. No, I know. I've actually been there myself. It was quite an adventure. Charlie Gurr took me there. Oh, Charlie Gurr, quack, 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 yes. Gosh, he's quite the celebrity here. He really is. There are Charlie Gurr posters and albums and records, and his face is on everything. It's amazing how big a star he is, quack, quack, quack. I mean, compared to back in the UK, or even in the rest of the world, quack, quack, quack. Yes, but don't let him hear you say that. He is a massive star in Beguria. In fact, he is the only star in Beguria. Sometimes other bears try, and they never succeed. Yes, I have gathered that, I think. Quack, quack, quack. Good. How are you being treated? It is fine, quack, quack, quack. Quite fine. But a little disorientating. Now, I'm due to pick up a parcel for Mr. Cromitty, quack, quack, quack. And I've delivered something that, that I was meant to deliver, anyway, oh dear, sorry. I've got a bit of a bellyache, I must say, Paul. Quack, quack, quack. I'm sorry to hear that, Ozzy. A bellyache? Yes, it's the cuisine here. It's a pie-rich diet, quack, quack, quack. I've never eaten so many pies in all my life. Quack, quack, quack. Gosh, pies. Yes, they are very yummy there, but some of them are quite rich. They are indeed quite rich. That's not a lie. Quack, quack, quack. You take care. Don't eat more than you want to. I shall not. But, they're on every street corner, every stall, every shop. I come back to my hotel room and there's a pie on my pillow. Quack, quack, quack. Or, in the middle of the night, somebody comes into my room and leaves a pie on the stand by my bed, just in case I wake up in the middle of the night. Quack, quack, quack. Yes, I remember. I mean, it starts off as being quite a luxury, but you do find yourself eating far more than you would normally, and it's yeah, I think I had the same problem you're having at the moment. Oh, did you, Paul? I'm glad. Yes, it's a matter of, just holding back. But I worry that the pies could go, if I don't eat them, what will happen to them? What I can't bear to think of them not being eaten or going to waste, quack, quack, quack. Yes, I know. Wasting a good pie is considered a crime in Beguria, but it's difficult. But how much longer do you think you're going to be there? Well, quack, 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 I don't know. I'm waiting for the parcel to return. I'm waiting for the parcel that I'm to return with to be ready. Quack, quack, quack. Sure. Well, it'll be good to see you when you get back. I'm sure Cromitty will have other missions for you or other deliveries for you to make, but it would be lovely to see you between trips. Yes, Paul, it's quite different. I thought that working on a podcast, I would get to interact with, the team more. Quack, quack, quack. Yes, I know. And you will, but you're doing important work. That's the trouble. We can't pay high wages on the Charlotte podcast, so you need a profession or some sort of job. I mean, all of the other regulars do have work of some sort, you see. And if a job comes up in, this neck of the woods, then you would be able to settle more. But anyway, you're getting to sort of have a solo spot, which is good because, a new member of the team, we get to learn more about you as you travel. I suppose you're right, quack, quack, quack. I suppose that is true, yes. Well, I better go, Paul. I think I need to go and have a long lie down in a dark room, quack, quack, quack. All right, Ozzy. Well, keep in touch and let us know. Have you had belly button fluff tea? I think you mentioned it in another message you sent. So, what did you make of it? It's very fluffy, tastes of belly buttons, but it has a certain something, quack, quack, quack. It does, doesn't it? It's quite unique. Yes. Charlie Gurr raves about it. I know. I'd heard all about it before I got here. I felt I had to try it, quack, quack, quack. In fact, it's about the only drink there is over here. Quack, quack, quack. Yeah, well, we'll be in touch. You keep sending messages, and when you're coming home, let us know. We'll welcome you back into the fold, as it were, and hopefully you'll have a few days before you need to go off again somewhere. I'm sure Cromitty has things that you can help him with in his lab. I believe some of his research grant has come through, although he's still working at the supermarket. He probably would benefit from your assistance. Oh, that's marvellous, Paul. Thank you. Quack, quack, quack. I'll be in touch. I'll speak to you soon, and I'll try not to eat as many pies. Quack, quack, quack. All right, Ozzy, good to talk. The listeners will be glad to hear how you're getting on. Thank you, Paul, and thank you, listeners, for listening to me. Quack, quack, quack. This is me, Ozzy the Duck, saying goodbye for now, Quack. Yeah. All right, Ozzy, bye then. Bye-bye. Goodbye, Paul. Quack, quack, quack.
Come on then, Yeti Uncle John. Tell me what your secret is. You've dragged me out to Weybridge Station. I mean, although I don't mind really, because I got a coffee and it's quite a nice day, and it's quite nice to be sitting out in the cool air with the trains rushing past, making the air circulate. Yes, Paul. Yes. Well, I'm glad I could be of help. Yes, you kind of have been of help. But come on, you didn't drag me out here not to tell me what your secret is. Well, it's not exactly my secret to tell. It's just that when I tell you, you might feel like you have to do something. You see, it involves a friend of ours. Okay, and it's something that you've done. No, not something I've done. Something that the Magpies have done. Oh, I see, so you kind of feel responsible. I do, Paul. I do, very much so. Oh dear. So who's the friend? Is it Cromitty? Yes, Paul, you see. That makes it worse. So, if you tell me, you know, I may have to tell Cromitty. I know, Paul, I know. This is what worries me. But, well, I think you'll feel that you're in a quandary. Like I'm in a quandary. Well, sure. Yeah. I think you will. I think you'll understand. A problem shared is a problem doubled. I thought it was supposed to be a problem halved. No, I think it's a problem doubled, because you'll feel guilty as well. Well, you'll feel responsible like I do. Oh gosh, just tell me what they've done. What's going on? Well, it's like this. So, I didn't know anything about this, but you know how the Magpies like shiny things? Yes. You know how Cromitty and Mylo, well, they split up. I know about Cromitty and Mylo splitting up, yes, I think the whole world does. Certainly all the listeners do. Yeah, well, you know how Cromitty used to feel like he wasn't valued by Mylo? Yeah, I know it always seemed very much like Cromitty was doing all the hard work. Yeah, well, you see, it would appear that Mylo sent Cromitty love letters, and was doing so for a lot of the time that they were together. And then later, after they weren't together, he sent him letters and cards. Well, Cromitty never mentioned that. No, well, Cromitty didn't know about it, did he? Because the Magpies, they intercepted the letters. Why would they do that? Oh, because Mylo used very shiny stationery. The envelopes were always like, I don't know, shiny silver or shiny gold or even shiny pink or red or... I think that when they were delivered, perhaps the Magpies must have intercepted them from the postman's sack. My goodness, this is kind of bizarre. Yes, it's a bit bizarre. No, I know it is. I know it is bizarre. And obviously the Magpies didn't know they were letters from Mylo, so all they're guilty of is stealing the letters. I found a big load of them on top of the magpie hut, all sort of neatly filed away. Neatly filed away? I'm surprised they didn't get wet. Oh no, they made sure that they stayed dry. They obviously loved the colours. They didn't even peck them. They didn't even open them. Well, some of them might have come open when I found them, but, you know, they didn't peck them to bits or anything. Are you saying you've seen some of the letters, the contents of the letters? Well, yes, Paul. I had to, you know, I couldn't work out. All I could see was that there were lots of letters addressed to Cromitty in these shiny envelopes. I couldn't tell who they were from. I wondered, and I was a little bit jealous. I thought, has he got a new beau? But then, you know, things between him and Martin are undetermined. And anyway, I could see that letters went back quite some time. But why didn't Mylo ask Cromitty, you know, why didn't Mylo say to Cromitty, did you get my letter? Did you like my card? Oh, I don't know. I guess that never happened. Or no, I mean, it can't have happened. Maybe Mylo was a bit shy about it or thought that Cromitty didn't like them, but he sent quite a few cards over a period of however long it was they were going out. And even once or twice since they've been split up. What's worse is one of the letters I found was almost a begging letter wanting Cromitty to come back to him. But, well, of course, Cromitty never replied. Although, you know, he must have thought that Cromitty was getting the letters but just not responding to them. Oh, Paul. Oh, it's all my magpie's fault. What if they've ruined the chances of them two being closer? I mean, it looks like Mylo was making far more of an effort than we ever realised. That is pretty bad. No wonder he wanted to talk to me in the cone of silence. I know, Paul. It's difficult, isn't it? Oh, you see, a problem shared is a problem doubled. Oh, golly. Well, I don't know. What can we do? Or do we tell him? Do we show him the letters? But what about what's going on with him and Martin, if anything is? You know, I don't want to hurt Martin. I don't want to hurt Cromitty. Cromitty's moved on. I mean, all that pain he went through about Mylo, pretending everything was fine. And maybe things were fine. And maybe Mylo was hurting too and just thought he was being ignored. And it's all because of the magpies. Oh, this is really big. Really bad. Kitty Uncle John, you can't blame yourself, though. Well, no, but they are my responsibility. I mean, if only Mylo hadn't used shiny paper. Oh, I know. What's the chances? What is the chances? Quite a lot, it would appear. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. I really feel for him. He's not somebody who can speak his feelings, like, face to face. No, you're right. I mean, I've seen him since they split up, and he barely ever talked to me about Cromitty when they were going out, or since. You know, I know he's sad, but I think he's generally quite sad about a lot of things. And probably talking about a breakup isn't, you know. And I just thought he'd given up very easily. It was all because of them fortune cookies, wasn't it, that Cromitty broke up with him? Well, another rather spontaneous and unusual way of ending a relationship, but Cromitty thought that he wasn't valued. Meanwhile, Mylo's thinking he's not valued, but he can't speak about it, and hasn't spoken about it to anyone as far as I know. And so what could have been good is something that's ruined, due to lack of communication, or due to communication being stolen by some magpies. Yes, Paul, I know. This is why I feel so dreadful. We're going round and round in circles. I don't know what we do. Oh, well, we can think about it. We don't have to make a decision. No, we don't have to make a decision. And, well, there are plenty of other things that the listeners can listen to. I don't know what the listeners think. We could ask them. I don't know. I don't know. Who else should we tell? Should we tell anyone? Maybe Bettina would know. I mean, Bettina is, after all, an agony aunt, or sort of was on the show years ago. Not that it was ever that successful. Oh, do you think we should tell Bettina? You know, a problem shared is a problem tripled. Yeah, I really do think we might need to talk to Bettina. We can't talk to Tallulah. We can't talk to Ick. You know, who's left? Albert the Dragon? Mr. Tremaine? Definitely not Mr. Tremaine. I think you're definitely right to tell me, Yeti Uncle John. But I do think we need to go to Bettina. Oh, well, so we come out of the cone of silence. We come out of the cone of silence. We go our own separate ways. And we share stuff with the listeners. And, and then we reconvene at Bettina's later on. Right then. I'm going to be top secret because I quite like being top secret. So, you can go your way, I'll go my way, and we'll meet up later. Yeah, I'll give Bettina a call. Oh dear. If them magpies have ruined them two's relationship, I think we have to accept that it's already ruined and it's already over. And Mylo doesn't speak his feelings, but he obviously can write them. But as Cromitty never saw them, Cromitty's far more like in-person, speak your feelings person. Milo's a write them down on paper person. But the relationship's been over for months now. There's no going back. Well, maybe. And as you say, there may or may not be something going on between him and Martin now. It's very difficult. What about Mylo? Shouldn't he know that, Cromitty never got the letters? I'm not sure. I don't know what we should do, Yeti Uncle John. It is a quandary, like you said, it is a quandary, but we'll just share it with one more person, Bettina, and see what she has to say. Right. Yes. Right. We'll do that. I'm going to emerge from the cone of silence now. You call Bettina and we'll reconvene later on. Text me the time. I will. Okay. Removing the cone of silence now. I'll see you later, Paul. Top secret. Say no more. Say no more. Oh. Us listeners. Problem shared is definitely a problem doubled in this case. But I think we need to speak to Bettina. I don't think there's anything for it. I don't think there's anything we can do. But now, knowing this information, it does feel like there's a weight on our shoulders to do something. I'm going to call Bettina now.
Hello, darling. Bettina Dupre, how can I help?
Bettina, it's me, Paul.
Oh, Paul, hello. How are you?
Good. Well, kind of, not good.
Oh, darling, what's going on?
Can we come over to your house this afternoon? Are you free?
Oh, I do happen to be free, yes. You nearly missed me, though, because I'm off to another one of them film festivals soon.
Oh, great. Well, you can tell me all about that. Yeti Uncle John and I want to come over. We need your opinion on something. It's pretty big. Some information that has come into Yeti Uncle John's hands, for want of a better word. It's not something bad that he's done, but it's connected with the magpies. But it also kind of has implications for something involving Cromitty and...
Oh, darling, you might as well tell me now.
No, I don't want to do it on the phone. I'm on Weybridge Station. It's a long story. Yeti Uncle John and I met up. He was being all very top secret about it. We had to go and sit under a cone of silence.
Isn't that copyrighted, darling?
I'm not sure. But anyway, he told me what the secret was. We decided that, we decided that a problem shared is a problem tripled.
Oh, thank you, darling. Okay, well, come over any time after lunch. I'll make sure there's some scones and jam and things for after we finish talking.
Oh, thank you, Bettina. I just couldn't think of anyone else to talk to. Yeti Uncle John kind of wanted me to make a decision, but I don't feel I can. But, you as an agony aunt, an agony aunt who you never got fully used.
Oh, darling, I know.
Well, maybe this is your greatest mission, your greatest moment to give us some advice.
All right, darling, I will. I'll let you get on. See you this afternoon.
Yes, all right. I'll text Yeti Uncle John the details. He's gone skulking off into the shadows again.
He's taking his top secret business quite seriously, isn't he?
He is. All right. I'll see you later.
Oh, see you later, Paul. 1 million kisses, 1,000,001 kisses, darling.
Yeah. Oh dear. Right, listeners. You should listen to something. I'll put something on now, and hopefully when we come back, we'll be at Bettina's. Oh dear. Oh, what a palaver. Hello, Mum.
Hi, Paul.
We're making more cakes today. Making muffins, aren't we? We're making banana muffins.
Banana and a few walnuts in with it. You can make banana bread, but which is nice if you're going to do it as a small loaf and then you slice it up and put butter on it. But I think the muffins keep longer because you use more fat, which the fat is margarine. So I'm going to do some muffins. Right, so it's a very basic recipe, similar to the previous one we did, which I can't remember what it was, but I'm sure it was.
It's been a while, it's okay.
It was similar. Well, I make cakes every week, as you know, so it does get a bit blurred. Right, so we start off with 4 ounces of margarine, which should have been got out of the fridge previously, so it's softened, but which I've forgotten to do. 4 ounces, dead on. How about that then? You have to be nearly 80 before you can do things like that. Right, so you cut it up into smaller pieces because I'm going to cream that first by itself. I haven't got these newfangled mixers and things. Right, so we cream it together with a fork so it's a nice gooey mixture, well, gooey margarine, in which we're going to add the caster sugar. Can be just all put in together, but I find it easier to do separate to get it nice and smooth and creamy. That's smooth and creamy enough, Paul?
It's pretty smooth and creamy, yes.
Right, so that's 4 ounces of margarine, and we have the same amount of caster sugar. If you've got a sweet tooth, you can make it 6 ounces of caster sugar, but the cakes might go flat if they've got too much sugar, so I stick to 4. Right.
4 ounces again?
Yes. But it's easy, you can do 4, and then 6 ounces of flour, or 8 ounces of flour, but I think it's probably nicer when it's just 6 ounces of flour, because the ratio of egg to flour is better then. That's what I think anyway. Right.
Sugar's gone into the margarine mix.
And we cream it all together.
Stir, stir, stir.
Now I've got to look up the recipe because I'm never sure whether you put in the bananas, which you're supposed to mash previously, but I never do. I just put in chunks and mash it all in together. Whether you put it in at the beginning or at the end, so I'm going to look at the what I have to do. I think they say put it all in together anyway. So
yeah, I quite like when a banana's turning. I quite like using it as the butter and mashing it, and then having it on toast with marmalade jam. That's good.
Or even just slicing it up.
Yeah, sometimes I do that as well.
Thinly and put it on. Right, that's creamed enough, I think. Light and fluffy. So I think I'll start doing a bit of the mixture and then put them in halfway through or something. So I'm going to put in an egg, but using some flour so it doesn't, because if you beat the eggs in by themselves, it can curdle the mixture. So I'll now weigh out my flour. Egg. So I'll just put in one egg at a time, yes. I use 2 eggs. But
how much flour are you going for? 6 ounces?
Perhaps I'll try 7 because it tends to make it quite a wet mixture when you're putting the bananas in. Actually, so it probably might be better with 7. There we are. That's not quite enough.
I remember, I don't know if this was sanctioned by you, or we did it anyway, but when Harry, Robin and I were doing one of our films, when I first had my camera, we were doing sketches, we did something where we were supposed to be doing like a spoof on a ghost story, and I was supposed to be so scared my hair had turned white, and maybe it was talcum powder, it probably wasn't flour.
I think
but even so, it still had the same effect as pushing. So I was supposed to,
and you would have illicitly got hold of the talcum powder and done it when I probably didn't know.
Yeah,
actually.
it'd be easier.
Rather than going into the cupboard and searching out the.
Well, the joke that my hair turned white, but I was leaving a trail or something.
Right.
Still have the evidence.
So the number of bananas, if they're large bananas, they need to be on the right side. That's why I'm not doing it today, because these are starting to go. I like nice firm bananas to eat, and these are going a bit browny.
No, I don't really like
it's
them.
the time of year, they don't last that long. So don't really know until I open them up how much good banana I've got.
There are some people who eat the black, when it's black out, it turns my stomach, I can't do that.
No. So this one is, I've got about 3/4 of the small banana. So I'll probably use 3, depending on how the others are. It might even be. See, this is hardly squishy enough. I've got to be firm with it. That's still actually quite edible, that bit. So I'll put in.
Sorry, banana, I'm having very firm with you. Although you did a very good job, the other end of you was letting the side down, as I'm afraid. You've been sacrificed by the weakness of the other half of you.
Right. But you will be delicious.
You will be delicious. Bye.
Right, so that you can't even see any lumps. Okay, so that's one banana. Right.
Did you put? You still got some flour.
I've still got the other half of flour, and I thought I'd do it that way.
When we played the game Fortnite, there's lots of different characters, and one of them are different variations on bananas fighting, and sometimes they do them as you play. They start to age, and their skins start to hang off, or they get mottled. Bananas, for some reason, always seem to be, or people who are playing just as a banana, they always seem to be the bane of our lives. We definitely got to a point where if you saw a banana, there's no real reason why they should be any worse, but they just always seem to be getting killed by people dressed as bananas. And it's still sort of hardwired if you see someone with a banana.
Yeah, actually, that one was quite good as well. The other end of it, I think they must have got damaged in transit. The skins really, rather than the bananas going really mushy. But still, they still go into the mixture.
One of my favourite banana costumes on Fortnite is a banana dressed like a Roman centurion, with like an armour-plated vest and sort of. You never believe, until I played that game, I would never realised how good a banana looks dressed as a Roman centurion.
Right. Yes, I think the 3 will be enough. Right. So I'll give that to the last one in, and then I'll add the last bit of flour and egg.
Squash, squash, squash. Stir, stir, stir.
That's my electric mixer gun.
This is vindication for all of the times I've been shot by a banana.
Right, so last of the flour and the egg. Now that would be fine by itself, but I'm going to add a few chopped walnuts, probably about a couple of ounces. Oops.
You don't have any dried, because you could put like a dried banana. If you had dried banana, you could put a dried banana piece on top of each.
Yes, yes. Yes, you wouldn't want to, even if you cut it up into pieces, it wouldn't be the same as putting nuts or.
Your tray has 12.
Yes.
You'll make 12 muffins out of this.
Yeah. Easily, probably have to be quite large muffins. I mean, I could make a big cake, but I like to just use the oven top shelf and while I'm cooking the roast dinner on a Sunday. Whereas, and they're done in 15 minutes roughly, whereas a big cake will take half an hour, 45 minutes, and you have to keep watching it that it's not getting done too much. It's a bit of a faff.
I don't know whether they've changed the ingredients on those. Is it Mr. Kipling who did like the ginger cake and you can sort of get it in a wrapper?
Yeah, I think it's Mr. Kipling.
They've almost given up. They've even sort of put it in brackets or pudding. I think they've made them so sticky that they're almost like what you would have for a dessert rather than they've almost given up it being cake-like.
Right. Now comes the walnuts. And the scissors won't work and I can't get in the packet. None of our scissors. I think I use about 200 grams. These are chopped, well, pieces of walnut, but they're not really chopped enough. Chop them a bit more, which is a bit tedious. But if you put them in my grinder, then within half a second just mash. Yes, so right.
I don't mind walnuts in cakes, but I'm not a big fan. I'm not a big fan of walnuts like from the shell.
Yeah, I know you didn't like them, but I thought you've got two choices: either eat it or not.
I don't mind them in cakes because they've got the balance of the sweetness.
So this is a bit of a. I don't do it. It doesn't really matter too much. I mean, if you liked, I could leave a walnut on top of it. Well, no,
I don't mind it.
That'll use all the walnuts.
I don't mind.
You could decorate and just have the mixture and put half walnut on the top.
Don't mind.
But I'll carry on putting them. Right, just got to check on my apple strudel. Bought apple strudel.
Apple strudels for lunch. Is that 3 different meals going on all at once?
Oops.
You've also got a lot of garden produce at the moment. You've got flowers from your garden. You've got sweet peas, which are one of my favourites. You've got lots of courgettes, lots of runner beans, or broad beans. No, runner beans.
No, they're runner beans. We've had broad beans. Yes, rather.
And plums. You've got lots of plums.
Plums have come in. Yeah. Tomatoes.
Tomatoes. I'm hoping you'll make plum jam for me, as I like plum jam. There's weird, a lot of plum jam when I buy it. The taste of plum when it's in if you close your eyes, you can always imagine you're eating strawberry jam. The taste between plums and strawberries are...
Another one that's a bit like that, actually, I think, and it turns more the colour of a strawberry, is gooseberry. You can do gooseberry jam, but that goes a pinky colour. So whether it's because psychologically you see it's pink and think that you're eating strawberry jam, I don't know.
Just the walnuts are being sliced.
Sliced really rather than chopped, yes. Because I'm not doing them too small. Because if you do them too small, they deserve it. Notice you're eating them.
Naughty walnuts deserve it. It's the only way to keep them quiet.
Done about half now. Wish I hadn't done this now. I always say that starts on it.
So the walnuts are now in the mixture.
Yeah, so we've got to do another whiz. So they're evenly distributed. And now I'm also spooning it into the cases. Right.
Sort of smells banana. It smells a bit vanilla-y, but you didn't put any vanilla in. But
no.
The trouble is, there's also other smells going on. Probably smells from the apple strudel as well. So I can smell the banana. I can smell it.
Yes, it's probably the banana smell. Yeah. So spoonful. Nice dropping consistency, you know. Trouble is, it drops off before you get. Whoops, already dropped off. Get that near, there we are. Right. About 2 spoonfuls dessert. Well, they're small spoons, aren't they? Small pudding spoons, actually.
So you have to do 12 of those, and then they'll go in the oven.
Yes, well, I'm going to sprinkle a little bit of demerara sugar on top because that crisps up a bit. Bit of crunch on the top. Hopefully, it's the idea anyway.
Well, I think we'll leave you to do this, and then we'll report back briefly for a taste test at the end. Thank you for telling us about the banana muffins.
Right. I think they'd be edible.
Yeah.
They do smell quite banana-y. It's going to be quite an art, actually, using all the mixture up, but I haven't got room to use another tray, so they'll just be quite big muffins. They'll take about 15 minutes, oven at about 200. And don't open the oven door before 10 minutes has gone. As I've mentioned before, as they go flat.
Not much longer than doing like garlic bread or something. Or maybe garlic bread's more like 10 minutes, but plenty.
Depends whether if it's frozen, it's a bit longer, isn't it?
Anyway, listeners, we'll come back and do a taste test. You won't be able to taste anything, but that's the point. we're here to make you suffer, listeners. We're not one of those podcasts that treats our listeners. We expect you to experience. You live vicariously through us.
Make it yourselves.
Yeah, you can make it yourself. That's the whole point. It's like, you know, when
get out of your bed.
Yeah, get out. It's like when Muffley on Tour goes on holiday. He's just telling you how good it is. You could to save up and go yourself if you can, Dave. But anyway, even if you can't go on holiday, you can certainly make banana bread. I think. I hope. But anyway, banana muffins.
Nearly finished.
Nearly finished. Right. I shall report back later.
Right. Bye.
Thank you. Hi listeners, the banana muffins came out of the oven a while ago and they're ready for eating. They look good, they look okay, but I'm going to take a bite. I'll let you know. Okay, let's do it. Oh yeah. Nice and moist. I think I got a little bit of banana there as well, so it's not totally mixed into the mixture. And I got some walnut. It's got a bit of a crunch to it. It's more of a cupcake size than a muffin. I often find that muffins can be too big, too tall, unless they're full of jam or something. I can find them a bit boring. This is like the perfect size for me. Banana taste is there, but I guess I could have it stronger, really. Maybe some banana chips on top would have added to it. I don't find it too sweet. This is like a 4 or 5 bite size muffin, so it's nearly gone. The perfect accompaniment to a cup of tea, I think. I've finished. She's in the room. It's poison. No.
Do you think they're too sweet?
No, it's not too sweet at all.
Oh, that's good, because when I taste the mixture, it seems a bit...
And the banana taste isn't that strong, really.
No.
Quite a mild flavour.
Yeah.
It's nice and moist, and walnuts aren't too obtrusive. 9 out of 10. I'll have another one soon. Not today.
Goodness me, darling. Oh, gosh. Yes, I see. I see why you're so concerned.
Yeah, well, Bettina, it's a difficult situation, isn't it? Isn't it, Paul? Yes, a very difficult situation indeed. I don't know how loud we should be talking. I really don't want this to go beyond you, me and Yeti Uncle John.
Oh, darling, it's fine. Oh, dear. August's out in the garden. Douglas is trying on new Wellington boots, and August is painting him. He's having a lovely time. So anyway, we won't be disturbed.
It's nice that August gets to continue his hobby.
Oh, yes, darling. It's frankly quite bizarre, but there you go.
Well, yeah. But everything's pretty bizarre, isn't it? So what should we do? We've got this information. We know things. And yet, if we tell Cromitty, it might cause all sorts of upset.
I know, darling. It's a real quandary. If you tell him You might upset him. You could potentially ruin what is developing with Martin.
If anything is developing. I think something's developing. Something more than just friendship. I don't know if they're quite ready to make it official or to even step beyond that friendship barrier. But, yeah, I mean, something's happening.
Yes, darling. Well, there's that. But if you don't tell Cromitty, then, well, poor old Mylo won't know that Cromitty never got the letters, and poor old Cromitty won't know that Mylo wrote them. Oh, it really is quite a problem.
You don't think there's any chance he'll just shrug his shoulders and go, oh dear, I'm really not sure. That wouldn't really be in Cromitty's sort of range of emotions. He's quite an emotional person. I mean, I think he'd be upset. Yes, I think he'd be upset.
Oh, darling, I am the agony aunt. I should have some advice. It's just so difficult.
Well, I mean, if it wasn't my magpies, it'd be none of my business. And if your Uncle John hadn't have told me, then I wouldn't feel that I had a responsibility. Oh, yes, sorry about that, Paul.
Well, now I'm part of it. So if I don't tell him, then I'm keeping a secret.
Yeah. So, what do we do? How long do we keep the secret? I mean, presuming that's what we're going to do. Well, Paul, I mean, Mylo's your friend, but then so is Martin. So, you know, whichever way you think of it, you'll be hurting one of them. No pressure there. This is why I think we have to keep it a secret.
But what if he finds out, darling?
I don't think that's possible.
What do you mean, darling? Can't you just listen to this podcast?
No, that's not how it works. If a bit of the podcast is about you, or if there is information on the podcast about a particular character that character doesn't, doesn't know, some key plot point, the way it works is that Cromitty listened to this podcast, it would just be blank, or it would skip altogether. It would be a very short episode then. Yes, well, sometimes those episodes kind of just are filled up with Sutton Park.
Darling, you're saying that any time there's Sutton Park, it's because somebody has spoken about me?
No, I do put clips of Sutton Park on, well, not recently, but I do. What I'm saying is that he won't learn from listening to the podcast because the podcast doesn't allow itself to share secrets about the person who's being discussed.
Oh, darling, how does that work?
It's the magic of podcasting, Bettina. Oh, yeah, well, yeah, it's probably for the best. It would spoil quite a lot of the shows as well, wouldn't it? It would do, yes, if all the secrets became public knowledge as soon as they appeared on the podcast. Yeah, it wouldn't be much fun for the listeners. I mean, the listeners know, but the listeners can't tell the characters either, so, yeah. Oh, it's just, I don't think I ever fully took this in. 600 and whatever episodes in, now you're telling me. Well, it used to be the same on Sutton Park back in the day. Lee, the viewer, he often knew things that we didn't know, but if he said them or tried to inform us about them, we just couldn't hear him.
Oh, darling, it's all very technological.
Well, yeah.
What about if you wrote it down on a bit of paper?
You'd just see a blank bit of paper, or, you know, you might see the odd and the, but no, it was impossible. Impossible to give away secrets if they were major plot points.
Well, fascinating. Darling, I think there's only one thing for it. I think we're going to have to tell him.
Really? Oh, are you sure? You'll hate my magpies.
I don't think so, darling. Well, I hope not. I mean, he understands the basics of magpies. You know, shiny things, attracting them and all that.
Oh, I suppose so. I mean, it's not like what we found out, like, years ago, and I'm only telling him now. I only just found out the other day.
Exactly, darling. I think to ease our own, responsibilities, we have to lay it on the line and tell him. I think it's the only thing.
Oh, blimey. Well, if you're sure... Oh, if you're sure, Bettina.
I think we should go and speak to him now. Is he working today?
I think he might be.
In which case, Paul, give him a call. Tell him that your Uncle John will pick him up and bring him over. Tell him we're having Chinese or something.
Or if you think that's the best thing to do.
Darling, honesty is always the best policy, except when it's not.
Oh, that's so helpful. Yeah, so helpful, Bettina. I'm just calling him now. Hello, Cromitty, can I help? Cromitty, are you still at work? I'm just packing up, Paul. Did you need me? We're at Bettina's house. Bettina, we're going to have Chinese. Your Uncle John said he'd come pick you up. Are you doing things? Have you got plans? No, Paul, no plans tonight. I think Martin and Tallulah have got something going on at the music school. Oh, great. Well, your Uncle John, how long will it take you to get there? 10 minutes if I drive fast. 12 minutes if I drive backwards. Don't drive backwards then. Yeah, good idea. I'll be there in 10 minutes, Cromitty. Okay, your Uncle John. Bye for now. Goodbye. Oh dear. I feel like we're deceiving him.
Darling, we're not deceiving him. We're inviting him over for Chinese. I'll get it ordered. Oh dear. Give Uncle John and go and pick him up. Don't mention anything.
Oh, I won't. Oh dear. I'm nervous already. You know, about how he'd take it. Don't worry about it, Uncle John. Just go and pick him up. Right, I'm going.
Don't worry, Paul. It'll all work out fine.
Yes, it'll all work out fine. It'll all work out fine, Bettina said. It'll all work out fine. I just wasn't sure. Yet Uncle John arrived with Cromitty. The Chinese food was ordered, but there was time. Time to tell Cromitty the truth. It'll all work out fine, she said. It'll all work out fine. Oh my goodness. I can't believe this has happened. I can't believe it has happened. Oh, you're dreadful magpies, dear Uncle John. You're dreadful magpies. Now, Cromitty, but calm down. I can't believe they stole his letters. This must have been going on for months. How did you not know about it? To be fair, your Uncle John said that they were hiding them on the roof. I mean, people don't go up on the roof, not generally. But you should have done. I can't believe it.
Oh, darling, I know it's upsetting. I know it's upsetting to find out these things. But, well, this is the problem between you two. You two never communicated on the same wavelength. You were very open and, you wore your heart on your sleeve, but he did not. He wrote it down on paper and posted it to you.
Yes, I know, but I never received the letters, so he thought I ignored him. Things might have been better if I'd have known, if I'd have read these letters. Where are they? I want to see them. Oh, are you sure? I want to see them. I want to see what Mylo said to me. Oh, I'm so sad.
Oh, darling, it's bound to be upsetting. Oh, golly. Oh, dear.
We didn't know whether we should tell you or not. Yet Uncle John only told me this morning. And we thought we should ask Bettina. It's not like we've known this secret for ages. We just had to talk about it, and we decided that you should know. That you should know what was going on. I wish you'd never told me. I was happy doing whatever I'm doing now. Whatever that is, but now I just want him again. I want Mylo back. But I don't think that's a good idea.
Oh, darling, it's too late to go back now.
Yeah, I mean, this is not why we told you. It's just, well, we thought it might sort of smooth things out a bit. No, it's just made me sad. It just made me so sad. Oh, Cromitty, no, don't try and sympathize with me. I don't want to hear it. It's all your fault, dear Uncle John. Your bloody magpies. Oh, dear. Oh, dear.
Oh, darling. Oh, I hate to see him upset.
I know, I hate to see him upset. You said it was going to work out fine.
I know I did, darling, but I was wrong. It didn't end up fine.
going to end up fine. It's 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 going to end up fine.
It's going to end up fine, darling. It's going to end up fine. It's going to end up fine. End up fine. End up fine.
Oh, it's going to be fine. Oh, it's going to end up fine. It'll end up fine. It'll end up fine. What I can say, listeners, is I'm quite relieved things didn't occur like the way you've just heard, because that's how I was thinking he'd react. Actually, it was completely different. He was relaxed. He was calm. He was, well, a bit like this. Oh, how extraordinary. Oh, well, I think it is quite strange that he would send me letters in such shiny envelopes. It's not like him at all. I mean, Mylo's not that kind of guy. He's not a shiny envelope type of guy. And anyway, why did he not speak to me? He's an idiot. Well, I wasn't sure how you take it, Cromitty. Oh no, it just shows to me that he was an idiot, a fool. Who writes letters, many letters, and then when the person does not return them, does not bring it up in conversation? That was always his problem. He never spoke about what he felt. I did not know he wrote it down, but I certainly did not know he wrote it down and posted it to me. But, such a frustrating man.
Darling, you mustn't be cross with him.
I'm sorry, Paul. I don't mean to call him an idiot. I know he's still your friend. Well, kind of. I mean, we were never best friends. I mean, he's never been on the podcast. Well, he's been in the background a couple of times, but he's actually in the title sequence. But I can't give away which voice he is. Oh, yes. You've got to keep some secrets, Paul. Cromitty, you don't mind that we told you, do you? I only found out today, and Yeti Uncle John only found out a day or so ago. We just didn't know whether we should tell you. That's why we came to Bettina.
And I thought it was best that you knew.
Oh, I do understand. And I think it is best I know. But it doesn't change anything. No. It just makes me think that, he was going to put all his emotions onto paper and post them and then not check whether they ever arrived. Your magpies are very naughty, Yeti Uncle John. Yes, they are quite naughty, but it's in their instincts, shiny paper and all that. Yes, I know. I understand. You don't hold it against them or against us. Why would I hold it against you? You've just told me something you've only just found out. But it's too long down the path. It's too long down the path to be worrying about it. I mean, well, that's kind of what we thought, but then we also thought that why even know about it? No, in a way it does give me some sort of clearance, some sort of, closure on the whole thing. It's nice to think that he wrote, but, well, we were wondering if you wanted to contact Mylo and tell him, that you'd only just received the letters. I don't think so. I don't think so. Well, even if I do tell him at some point, it's not going to make any difference.
You're happy as you are now?
Yes, I'm happy with whatever I have now. What do you have now? I'm not sure, but I'm happy with it. Oh, it's good. Oh, wouldn't you be happy, Cromitty? Well, I am happy. But it's nothing to do with Mylo. And, if this was something that was ever going to be cleared up or resolved, it needed to have been resolved months ago. Now it's too late. I've moved on. I'm pretty much sure that Mylo has moved on. Yeah, you're probably right. I mean, he's sort of married to his work at the moment anyway. Yes, and this was always the problem. I mean, we're both very sciencey people, but he works for a boss and I'm my own boss, well, except for when I'm working at the supermarket. But I'm just so glad that you're not cross with us. I told you, I wouldn't be cross with you.
Oh, darling, let's eat this Chinese. These just arrived. Is that the Chinese?
Yes, madam, yes. I'll serve it up for you.
Oh, I'm very hungry. All this painting hats. It wears me out.
Oh, dear. Oh, he's always painting that boy.
He is, darling. He is, isn't he?
Well, listeners, I think that's what we've got time for. I'm glad we resolved this whole matter. I must say I was quite concerned. I thought it was one of those plot lines that was going to drag out over many episodes, but actually it seems to have resolved itself all in one little episode. Oh, yes, I think you did the right thing. There's always lots of things going on the Shy Life podcast. You don't need more problems. No, well, it's all worked out okay in the end.
Yes, darling, I told you it would.
Yes, I must admit, I was quite excited with being all top secret when I told Paul, but, you know what I'm like with gossip, Cromitty. Yes, I know you, Uncle John. Oh dear, you're terrible. Oh, thank you very much. Anyway, listeners, that is all we've got time for. So, yeah, we've got plenty of episodes in the can. We'll be back soon. So, yeah, you take care. I'm glad everything's sorted out. Okay, bye-bye now. Bye-bye. Goodbye.
Oh, darlings, goodbye. 1 million kisses. 1,000,001 kisses.
Oh, yes, please. Bye now, listeners. Bye-bye. Chinese. I'm stuffed. Oh, Paul, I'm stuffed too. Oh dear. Well, where's everybody? I think they're washing up or pottering around the garden or whatnot, making the best of what's left of the summer. Oh yes, the summer. It arrived and it's already speeding on, isn't it? And you're okay? I'm fine, Paul. Oh dear. You're going to read those letters, are you? Yes, Paul, I'll read them, but it's not going to change anything. I'm glad to hear that because whatever may or may not be happening seems to be making you happy. Yes, I am quite happy. Things are working better in the lab. I'm only working part-time at the supermarket, just here and there. And yes, things are looking up again. And yes, and I am happy. Yes, with whatever it is that is happening to me. Oh dear, so much more happy than I was at the start of the year. I'm really glad to hear that, Cromitty. I really am. And we made the right decision to tell you. I've told you, yes. Yes, it's good. Thank you. All right then, I can hear the theme music. Yes, I can hear it too. Perhaps we should go and help in the kitchen as well. Perhaps we should. All right. Bye, listeners. Goodbye, listeners.
I gotta go now. Bye. I want to talk with you. Gotta go. Bye.
Goodbye.
It's been good, but yeah, definitely time to come home now.
Wow. Really? No kidding.
Goodbye. Yes, goodbye.
This show is part of the Pride 48 network. Find more shows over at pride48.com.
Oh dear. What's going on now? Oh, it's the Shy Life podcast.
Let's go.
I have a voice. I have a voice.
You have a voice.
You have a voice. We have a voice.
We have a voice.
Unique voices in podcasting.
UnivazPods.net.
That is so cringe, oh my god. You're a man of culture as well.
Oh dear. So many letters. I wasn't expecting quite so much. I wasn't expecting those words. Why did he never speak to me like he wrote it down? I didn't know that he was so passionate. I thought he was just himself, quiet and non-communicative and married to his work, and I knew there was a sweet man inside, but, oh,
I don't know. Why could he not tell me to my face? And then he writes it in a letter using very bright stationery, and then the magpies steal it. I mean, only on the Shy Life podcast, but I mean, I can't forgive him for not bringing it up. What did he think? What did he think I was doing? Why did he think I wasn't writing back or talking about them? Oh dear. Still, I may just have a word. Just check in on him. Yes. I'll do it now. It doesn't change anything. It does not change anything. But I feel a bit more... I don't know. Mylo? Is that you? Hi, it's Cromitty. How are you? Oh, I'm glad. So I won't stay long. I just wanted to check that you were fine. No reason for calling. I was just talking with Paul and the guys earlier, and your name came up, and, we just wondered how you were. Yes. Well, it's good to hear your voice. Yes. A drink? Yes, we should go for a drink sometime. You haven't seen much of Paul lately. You should catch up with him too. Yes. Okay, I know you're busy. It's fine. No, I just wanted to say, I'm glad we're still friends. Yes, I'm glad we're still friends, and I know perhaps we did not tell each other how much we appreciated each other, but yes, I'm so glad you're still in my life. I know I'm being an old soppy pants. I'll go now. All right, you take care. Send me a text or something. We'll make plans. All right now. Goodbye, Mylo. I love. Oh, he's gone. I don't know. Should I have told him that I'd received his letters? I don't think that would have helped. No, it would not have helped. I know what I want now. I'm on a different path. I don't know where it will lead, but it is a different path. And that's fine. I'm okay with that. Everything worked out okay in the end. I think it really did.
He's not all that, Charlie's right. Sheesh. No. Paul's a great guy. Sometimes his poems confuse me.
Paul, come here. Cromitty, was it? I've just picked up a message. It's from Uck. A message from Uck? Well, he says he's Uck. His voice has changed. It's not the one I remember, but, well, he was the sort of guy to keep changing his image, wasn't he? I guess so. Have you not been able to do some sort of, confirmation that it is him? Well, I've run it through the computers, and I've got Cuthbert to look at it, and he says it is. Okay, well, what does he want? Well, you should listen. Alright, play it.
Hello, it's me, Ark the Alien. I'm calling from space. I've been unable to contact my parent. Please let me know that he is well. I'll pass on this message. Hello, it's me, Ark the Alien. I'm calling from space. I've been unable to contact my parent. Please let me know that he is well. And pass on this message.
What are we going to tell him? I don't know, Paul. That's up to you, I think. Do we tell him that Ake's been kidnapped? I don't know. Well, you can think about it for an episode, perhaps. All right, yes. I'll do that. I'll think about it. All right, Paul. Oh dear.
Oh my God, there's nothing I like better is when another new episode of the Shy Life podcast comes out. 667. Hey, you want to know something? Really, Paul? The Shy Yeti? He's really quite a musicologist. Oh, really? This is just the weirdest thing I've ever heard.
Oh dear.
Good day, esteemed listeners. Pray, mark your diaries for the 15th to the 17th of September, for you shall want to be in attendance at pride48.com. We cordially invite you to our grand denouement, the 15th, and indeed final annual podcasting gala. Join us as we traverse the kaleidoscope of our community, featuring delightful LGBTQ and LGBTQ-friendly podcasts from the illustrious Pride 48 lineup, as well as a few surprises. It's your last opportunity to be part of this extraordinary event. Should you desire further particulars, visit the Pride 48 website. Don't forget, dear listener, September 15th to the 17th. Don't miss your opportunity to partake in this splendid celebration. Only at pride48.com.
Et voilà.